Yeah, we in here. Episode 55. You already know the poormanspoetry.com podcast. I'm your host. My name is Dennis. See, we got that boy King Bogus in the building.
Yeah. Niner.
Yeah. That's the song Work playing in the background. It's one of my faves, man, out of all his discography. Get familiar. What album is this off again?
This is off of For the Niner.
For the Niner. Yeah.
Where is my mind? I lost all of it. Mama talking about psychologists. The elephants in the room, accompanied by hippopotamus. These niggas couldn't see me like I was anonymous. I'm trying to get the key to Metropolis. I record all my stuff for the most part. Things like a few tracks I don't. But
I don't know. It was like I was in the space when I was writing this. It was like I feel like I'm always in the studio. I'm always recording something. I had dropped maybe 4 projects before this within the same year, and I was like, it's still not enough. You know?
That's the attitude you gotta have, though. But yeah, let's cut this off, though. You guys make sure you guys go and stream that on all these streaming platforms. Yeah. But yeah, like he was saying, you have out For the Niner, you have out The Niner, and I know there's two or three other projects, right?
So yeah, it's crazy, man. I got Return of the King, Volume 1.
Right.
Then I got The Hopeless Romantic, Return of the King, Volume 2. Then it's The Niner, For the Niner. I just dropped February 15th.
Okay, right.
There's other stuff out there too, man. It got to a point where I was just like, consistency is the key.
Absolutely.
A lot of people will tell you, like, you drop a single, work that single. And that's cool, you got to do that. But there's nothing wrong with just, like, being consistent. People's, attention span is so short nowadays. Like, that project might run its course in, 2 months or so.
That's true, especially with there being so many artists dropping. It could be at the same time, at the same every day, so... Yeah, man. But like we said, this is my boy King Bogus, the Monarch, here in the building. Episode 55. Make sure you guys continue to like, subscribe, and please continue to give us feedback like you've been doing.
All that.
Yeah. So I've been wanting to get this guy here on the podcast for a minute, but yeah, we finally got him in here, and yeah, we just gonna pick his brain a little bit and find out a little bit more about him. And him being the artist.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll take a little.
Make sure, man.
For sure.
Manners, Nah, man, I appreciate it. For real, man. I always enjoy, coming out and just talking and, getting my thoughts out there.
Absolutely. So, I know where you're from. So let the people that aren't too familiar with you, tell them where you're from.
I'm from the Niner. That's Savannah. I say the Niner because 912 is the area code, so I say the Niner for short.
Okay.
That's just my thing. I call it the post sometimes too.
Yeah.
Just my spin on it. But yeah, I'm from here, man. I wasn't born here, but I was raised here. Military brat.
Okay.
We ended up moving here when I was 5 or 6. So I went to elementary, middle, and high school out here.
Nice.
So
okay.
Shout out Jenkins High School. Home of the Warriors,
I went there for a year. When I first moved down here from New York, that's why I went for a year.
Hey, bro, honor was an honorary Warrior then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jenkins wasn't bad. Jenkins was a pretty good high school accent.
Yeah, it was decent, man. I had a lot of fun there, Shit, I still keep in touch with a few people from there,
Okay.
But yeah, it's
same here. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, it was real solid.
For sure. So, tell us about the name, the King Bogus, the Monarch name.
So, I think the most inquisitive part a lot of people wonder is why Bogus is even in there. Bogus is my actual name. That's my last name.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. So it's been a fun time growing up, with that last name.
I can imagine.
Exactly. So, it's one of the things I really thought about, because I done changed my rap name a couple times. I used to be Shift, I was Honorable Villain, I was all kind of things. And I just started really embracing who I was, you know, because I don't know if you remember, like with Vanilla Ice, he was popping, but then when his real name came out, what's his name, like Robert Van Winkle or something like that?
I think you're right.
It was like, bruh.
I think you're right.
So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and let them know now, so these niggas I don't just become a meme out of nowhere.
Right.
Which I probably still will be. Like, oh, his actual last name is Bogus.
Attack it before they attack it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and you know, I put King in there because, you know, I went to college in Atlanta. I went to Morehouse.
Okay.
Shout out to Morehouse. And
that's what's up. Nice college.
Yeah, for real, man. It was a beautiful experience.
Okay.
But, they teach
I don't
you a
know
lot.
Why I thought you went to Savannah State, but go ahead.
I've been up there a lot, bro. I mean, shit, I'm from here, so
that's probably why I just seen you around.
Yeah, I used to stomp up there all the time.
I got you.
Yeah, but no, like Morehouse, and I'm sure at a lot of HBCUs and stuff, they teach you a lot of like just Black history you didn't know about. So I found out going there that in like the 1800s and stuff, like they was still really listening to classical music, like just the Beethoven, Bach, all them people, Mozart. And, you know, you think about where we are now, like how did we get here? And you find out that jazz was the first like American creation, really, like, and it just took over. And it was created by these Black people in New Orleans.
Correct. Right.
And just freestyling on instruments. But the thing, their culture was, if you had an instrument like a trombone, a trumpet, saxophone, whatever you were playing on, and you were like that guy on it, you would put King and what your name would be. So a lot of people don't know King Ori, if I'm not mistaken, King Ori or Ari. I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. Forgive me, but
I will be googling it to find out more information.
He's Louis Armstrong's mentor.
Okay,
and they called him King Ori, but he was actually he lived in Savannah too. They got his house up there off I think it's off of MLK. It's got a plaque on it.
Okay,
yeah, but it's amazing, bro. And you know, like you think about like where we were at in the world at that time. You know, the Black people just getting out of slavery and Reconstruction and really just trying to find their place in the world.
Correct.
And we just went to creating, and we had this music that we created that was this shared Black experience. And even though we were going through segregation and stuff, the white clubs was like, nah, you got to come out and play, man.
They wanted to hear our music.
Yeah, like, nah, you got to come out. They just taking us out to France, you know? And I just really appreciated, like, learning that. So I wanted to incorporate that into, like, my music. You know?
Okay, I understand that.
And even still, I try to incorporate a lot of, like, jazz undertones. And
you also incorporate a lot of history. I just, just listening to your skits, you give a lot of history about Savannah within your skits.
I'm a huge history buff, man. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, it's interesting, man. Like, we sit here, we go to the movies and we watch these TV shows and shit, we see all these pictures and this art and stuff, and it's really based off of something that's already happened before. Like, they say nothing's new under the sun.
Facts.
So there's something that came from that. Like,
shout out Mercy, but go ahead.
Nah, you good. But not even like with shit, you'll sit there and think about like cliche terms like I can't even think of one now. Shout out to this weed, but
nah, you good.
Nah, but just everything has an origin, so it's like, how did we get here?
True.
So that's always been like my interest.
And you always have to know, like you said, how did we get here to know where you're going? So, like you said, those are things that you have to research and things that you have to know. People need to know in general. So.
Exactly.
So, like you said, so how long have you been doing music, and what made you decide to start rapping?
Man, I've been doing music since like, I'd have to say like 5th grade. Okay. Well, I'd say I've been doing music since like 7th grade. I've been rapping since like 5th.
Okay.
I really started second semester 5th grade, like right after the holidays and stuff. All of my living grandparents passed January, February, March. Just
wow. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, it was rough, bro. I appreciate it, but it was just like, it was back to back, bro. Like, soon as you're kind of trying to get back into your normal another one came. And I don't want to say like, or I'm not saying that nobody was there for me. So, I love my parents. I'm not trying to say I'm from a broken home or nothing like that. But there was this air of like, maybe it was just me in my head. Like I couldn't really go to them for healing because they just lost their parents,
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, and I can kind of see how everything's changing. And soon as, my grandparents passed, my brother was 18 at the time. He just graduates high school. He leaves, goes into the military. So I'm just kind of there.
By yourself.
Yeah, like, damn, bro. So I started writing. And, everyone in my family.
Get your thoughts out.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone in my family on my mom's side was really into the arts, whether it be music or drawing and stuff. And I can't draw. My stick figures are fire. And you're not seeing my stick figures. It's not happening. Anybody can see that work. All right. But nah, bro, I really found out I had this way with words, and it really soothed me too. Like it was like this puzzle that I'd put together.
Even at that young age, you was still ill with the pen. And that,
exactly, bro.
Okay.
I was more. I was definitely more like multisyllabic. Like the. I got them witnessing how I'm finishing with all the penmanship. If you really got a problem, then dog, you can come and witness it. Then
okay, I see. Yeah,
it's not really like a. Like now, I'm more punchy and metaphorical. I want you to see this whole picture I'm painting.
Right.
Then it was just like this rhymes like this. I can rhyme.
These syllables go together.
Yeah, repetition with switching. Like
I got you.
Yeah,
that's what's up. But that's what an artist is. An artist is able to maneuver and able to switch his styles like that.
Exactly.
So you know about the artwork a little bit.
Yeah,
the poetry.
Nah, for sure. I really, and even that I kind of attribute to my brother. He was a real hip hop head, and he had a damn. Them big shoe bins, the plastic bins you used to be able to store shoes in.
Right.
He had one of those. He had 2 of those filled with CDs.
Wow.
So just cases, like from end to end, no wiggle room. You got to hit the pinch to pull one out. That's one of those. When he moved, I ended up getting his CD case because he was in the military. He couldn't take all that stuff.
Gotcha.
So I done grabbed his Eminem, his Jay-Z's, his
research and studying.
And those are my first dirty CDs. Like my mom wouldn't let me listen to explicit stuff, so I'd be like, pop the CD in when she's not looking and be in the car.
Let me listen.
Jamming.
Yeah.
This is why I don't let you listen to Eminem. He's crazy. Yeah, you're right. He's crazy. He said some crazy shit. You're right.
So who were some of your musical influences at?
Well, it's definitely changed over time, but I can definitely say like, if I had a musical Mount Rushmore that formed me, who I was, it'd have to be like, it's like Eminem, Jay-Z, Lupe Fiasco, Drake, and Kanye. I know Rushmore is like 4 people, but
no, it's a pretty decent. That I wouldn't argue. The only person I would argue, but I can't even argue that because it's debate. It's arguable and it's debatable. It's just my personal preference.
No, I feel it.
So
who would you argue?
Just Eminem.
I felt that.
That's the only person. Everybody else, oh yeah, they would probably be in my Mount Rushmore too. So
and like I feel the criticism Eminem gets. Like I get it.
No, he can rap. He can rap his ass off. And don't get me that.
And I think he's kind of like the poster child for that. Like you can rap your ass off, but you got some questionable things in your catalog that we can't quite overlook. Like we gotta address some of this.
That's true.
So that's why I say it changed over time, but he still has that respect for me because he said some stuff that other people haven't even been able to touch.
Right. And the way he does his syllables and the way he puts his words together. Like him, I put him in like sort of like a Big Pun and like maybe like a Black Thought, like all like the way they do their rhyme scheme sometimes.
Man, I wouldn't even put Black Thought in that because Black Thought is like, I love Black Thought, he's like this. He's more metaphorical to me than M is.
That's true. That's true.
Because he's like, he'll give you 4 bars as a setup for the next 4, which is just punches off of what he gave you before. Yeah. It's just, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, for real. Even now, like with M, it's like this. He still has those pockets where it's like, okay, I want more of that, but I know this is all I'm gonna get. You know,
that's true. And I think he knows, because I don't think he's anywhere near like just saying that, like I'm done with rapping. So I think he knows like what to do to make like a complete all around album. But I think he's just experimenting now and just putting out music because he wants to or has to, or whatever.
Yeah, somewhere in between there.
Right. Sure. So yeah. So next question: what would I guess, what makes you different from other rappers here in Savannah or in the area?
Well,
in Georgia, I should say. However you want to answer that question.
I know for sure they're not rapping like me. I'm just gonna say that off the top. And I know my sound is just different. Like, especially for the area, like I said, like I grew up here, but my sound, like my sound garden was really vast. Like my brother and my dad and even my mom, like my mom comes from that era, like the Supremes and stuff. Like those were like the songs she'd be listening to, and she was in a band. You
have a soulful background, so
yeah, like from her side, and then dad was like from Birmingham, Alabama. So he's got this. I remember growing up listening to like a lot of Timbaland stuff, like Jodeci and Aaliyah, and then even like listening to like he just played a lot of like Tupac nonstop, and then Mystical came out. So like I'm hearing that, then my brother's listening to Jay-Z heavy and Eminem and all these underground artists. So I'm really getting this vast amounts of sound, from all these different places. Whereas I feel a lot of people only get it from like, they only got it from just here.
One region. And only one type of sound.
Exactly.
Yours is sort of like more evolved, more eclectic, I guess.
Exactly. So I'd say that the main thing that really separates me is just like my individuality in my music. Okay. Because you're not gonna... I want to make sure you don't know what's coming next, but it's going to be in the vibe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so there's so many beats where you'll hear and like, this sounds like this type of song, and then I'll come in there and make it a whole nother thing. And I don't see a lot of artists doing that, especially around here.
Right. I think they can. It's just I
feel the same way. Yeah. I feel like they can too, but I feel like a lot of people get stuck on what's hot, or I need to have a hit. I need to have this.
I was just talking to somebody else about that same thing the other day. But yeah.
And science and math are full of formulas. There is no one formula to the problem. Like, if I look at math,
I see where you're going.
If I look at math, there's not one formula in math that just solves everything.
That's true.
If I look at science, it's the same thing. And people have to really understand, like, you can do whatever you want, especially when you're making a song.
It's your song. You're the one creating it.
The only thing that's there is the beat. And sometimes you don't even need the beat. I got a song on the Niner, Rhymer from the Niner, and it's just a cappella. That was popular just because they could hear everything I was saying, the cadence, they could really pick up on everything.
Okay.
And I think that's the thing people need to understand. It doesn't matter what anybody did before. They're looking for something new.
That's true.
So create that. And if you fuck with it, somebody else will. But they're not going to fuck with it if you don't. I've never seen an artist go up there and like just mumble something without confidence, and then the crowd be fucking going crazy. Like, it never happens.
That's true. You're absolutely right. So, okay, before we talk about the future, let's talk about this February 15th a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the City Boys.
Yeah,
shout out to
Boys.
Toon. Shout out to Halftime Humble. J Toon, Halftime Humble. That's the homies right there. Other parts of the City Boys. So.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So, tell us about some of the producers on the project. Who'd you work with on there? What those are some of the special guests that you had on there, the features?
Well, for February 15th, I had a lot of help with that one. Shout out to my homie Tim Jones. That's 712 7XII. He does it like Roman and Arabic numerals.
Okay.
But he's fire, bro. He helped me out a lot on the project. Beat wise, shout out to Big Phrase. He's a producer out in Atlanta.
Okay.
Shout out to my homie Armand. Armand's an amazing producer. He's in Savannah.
Okay.
I know I kicked in a few, and shout out to New York Outlaw from New York.
Okay.
I linked up with him through IG and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, everybody. Whenever I make a project, I usually have a lot of different songs, and I just chisel them out to get this one concrete thing.
Okay.
And even then, I might chisel it down more just so I can get, because I care about the sound more than I do the length of the project.
Okay. Right.
So I want to make sure that I give you this experience, which is, February 15th is, for those who don't know, it's the announcement of like the official City Boys holiday. So February 14th, as we know, is Valentine's Day.
Correct. But what was I hearing on one of the skits? Was that the intro where it was saying like was it February 12th or was that February 15th? Was the official day that Savannah became a?
Oh, so that's on For the Niner.
Okay, so that's okay.
No, I feel you. That one is it's February 13th.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. February 13th is when Savannah was founded by James Oglethorpe. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm confusing albums. I apologize.
Nah, you good, man. Hey, I'm glad you even caught that, man. That was on the intro For the Niner. So
okay.
Yeah. No, but February 15th is the day after Valentine's Day. It's right. How I imagine it is the day the side niggas get called up. So if you see on the track February 15th, it says when the flowers dead, leftovers cold, I'm the one you come and see.
Yeah.
When the chocolate's gone, I'm the one you want. It's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. It's the side nigga holiday.
February 15th.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. February 15th. The album, mixtape? It's an album?
Album, yeah.
Gotcha, for sure.
It's on Spent Realer too. It's a mixtape.
Okay.
But, it's definitely the album. Yeah.
For sure. So, I guess, what's your favorite project out of all the ones you put out so far?
Man, that's a good one. My favorite, I would have to say, is the Hopeless Romantic.
Okay.
That one is a mixtape. I'm probably gonna end up re-releasing that as an album. But that one I was
remixing it or something? Okay.
As I was really that album was really where I opened up creatively, where I had control over everything. Like I engineered all my projects with the exception of like one or two tracks. I engineer and mix.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so all the chops and beat drops or beat changes, that's me.
Unless, man, multifaceted. Look at
Yeah. So I think there's one track like I know Ain't Never Had, and there's maybe like a few on the other projects where I have like Phrase.
Okay.
Do them, and he's kind of like my mentor, so he kind of taught me how to do this stuff too. So
gotcha.
But yeah, like my bad, but like with Hopeless Romantic, it was really like that was really where I really embraced like my singing. Because I started seeing like Fetty Wap blow up, you know, and started seeing like this wave of artists who can't really sing, but know their notes they can carry. You know? Okay. Because I feel like it's a difference.
I didn't know if that was sort of like, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. So like, I didn't know if that was just like a thing that like, you know, that you can like, how you change your voice with the auto tune, or if you can like put your voice like in that same note or something like that. I didn't know if that's something that.
So I don't know if the Illuminati is gonna hunt me down or something for saying some shit, but but I don't know, like with auto tune, for me at least, you have to know what note you're in. You can't just be sounding like Shaggy from Scooby Doo trying to sing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some type of harmonization. Yeah, so you'll hear it sometimes. Niggas will sound like they swimming, like the computer's acting up or something.
Okay,
and that's because they're not in key.
They're just basically just blurting it out there.
They just threw it on there. They just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna throw auto tune on this. It'll pan out." And
gotcha.
Nah, bro, it sounds a little off.
Okay.
So what I do with mine is I like for February 15th on Did We Even Happen? I had that one. It really stretched the. To me, it really stretched the parameters of what the note was.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I wouldn't be able to do that without the Hopeless Romantic Project, because that's kind of like my bread and butter, you know.
Okay.
And it really opened me up to doing a lot more romantic songs, like being vulnerable in that aspect.
Okay.
Because before then, I'll admit, I was definitely hit chasing, you know, and this beat sound good, I should rap like this on it, and I'm just going to do a whole bunch of songs on this project that just have good beats and good raps on them. So that was really where I started.
We're not really being experimental, I guess.
Exactly.
All right, we're back with King Bogus, the Monarch here for episode 55. Let's get back into these questions. So, if you weren't rapping, I guess, what else would you be doing?
Man, if I wasn't rapping, I would probably, I don't even know. I'd probably be at a firm or something. Not even like some reputable firm. Honestly, I'm about the money, bro. But
okay.
like, at the same time, right now, it's real important to like focus on my passions and to align that with getting money as well, you know.
Okay.
Like, sure, I got T-shirts and everything too for sale.
That's what's up.
You know, trying to branch out as an entrepreneur with the skills that I have. Because I say like a firm because, you know, I went to school for marketing.
Okay.
Sure, I won national competitions. They flew me out to New York. I've talked to boards of directors.
Nice.
Like, I talked to the head guys of McDonald's. I talked to the head guys of Pearson, the textbook company. Like, just off of marketing plans I drew up. And I got an argument to say I'm the reason they doing all those fucking meals now.
With the artists.
Yeah, with the artists and all that shit. Because I introduced that in a marketing campaign, but it was in like, it was for like school and everything. So it's kind of just like this, okay, well, we'll fly you out. And that's just kind of like our intellectual property now. So the trip was like our payment to you.
And your payment was to fly you out and give you a little meal, and
yep,
that's what it was.
That's what it was. Lo and behold,
I've been a part of those a time or two, so I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's just how I feel. But I ain't saying it's facts. So if there's any haters out there, you can hate, but it's whatever. But that's just how I feel. You ain't do that shit though. But all right.
I hear that. Oh man. So let's get back to the music. Where do you see your music kind of like going in the future? Where do you want to evolve to?
That is a very good question.
Or are you just you still promoting February 15th a little bit? You still pushing that a little bit more?
Well, right now Actually, I'm trying to. So as I said, it's 3 of us in the City Boys, right? Mm-hmm. And what the philosophy behind City Boys isn't like this. I know a lot of people have this idea where it's just like this abusive type, cheating type person. It's like, nah, man,
they're comparing it to the City Girls, so maybe that, I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey, I mean, even City Girls, they just about a bag. Like their approach is, what this is. Mm-hmm. If you want to fuck with me, you're gonna have to pay and take care of me. Okay, fair. We know what this is, but we know what this is as a City Boy. We know what this is. You can't just be trying to stamp a relationship down when we haven't even talked about that. So what do you like? Half the time, like for instance, my pillar, like what I like to describe as my pillar of the City Boys is like,
okay,
I'm in this, it's pretty much like the situationship guru, like how to navigate a situationship without having your feelings hurt as a man.
Okay.
So, and it's this thing where it's like, look, man, she's the love of my life for this year. Okay.
I got you.
Keep it in perspective. You guys did not have these conversations for you to just be all in your head like, oh, we're gonna plan our kids out together, and you are still sneaking over to her house when she texts you. You know what this is, man, and she knows what this is too. So you need to make sure she knows that you know.
I got you.
And that's what my City Boys pillar is. So be like, I'm gonna borrow your car and bring it back on E. It ain't my car.
She should know what it was.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know why I'm over here.
Like, oh man, them City Boy days. Oh, I can't.
Yeah. Hey man, and that's the thing. Like, it's City Boys when I'm single, but there's nothing wrong with simping when you're in a relationship, man, or when you really care about somebody. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
A lot of people want to, hate on simps and stuff, and it's like, look, man, there's a difference between simps and male pick-me's.
Okay, what's the difference? Break it down for them.
So simps are people who, for the most part, genuinely, respect women, and if it's a woman they're interested in, they'll go above and beyond, which is kind of what women want. Mm-hmm. If me as a man, if I can say that, I'm sorry. I feel like no woman wants a man that just half-asses to try to get with them.
Facts.
So that's just.
I agree with you there.
So, any ladies, if you want to, I'm just saying. But then, you got the male pick-me who's just kind of like, he might do all this stuff, but it's for a certain, like, it's manipulative. Like, they'll do all these things and not necessarily feel that way. Like, they'll end up getting exposed down the line for some type of behavior that, that wasn't in line with what they were preaching. For instance, Derek Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know about Derek Jackson and his wife, cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Got exposed for that. And niggas was like, we told you. And we did tell you. And then you've got people who, are genuinely like, just like good people. Like, I understand women are, citizens too. And if I want to interact with a woman, I need to show her I will go above and beyond to get her attention, but in a healthy way. Mm-hmm. So,
I think all that is good and fine as long as you're not disrespectful,
Yeah, and no means no, all of that good stuff is
absolutely
to be understood, And I think that with it, that's all within the City Boys commandments, if you will. the religion of the City Boys.
Okay.
So you gotta protect yourself. All the healthy aspects. But it's there's gray areas out there for you toxic fellas. But
such as
like there's times where, for instance, City Boys word to the wise. It's not a lie. She just didn't ask the right questions. Okay. this is all under the umbrella of we know what this is.
I got you.
So there's certain questions that you're not even really allowed to ask me when you know what this is.
We're not going to give you any examples of those questions, but you know,
because I'm not giving out the game.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that's the playbook. No. But there are certain questions.
I got you.
Yeah. So, and that's all under the umbrella of we know what it is. You know, so when one of those questions come up and you're kind of like, ooh, man, what do I? It's like, it's not a lie. She just didn't ask the right question.
Facts. I got you.
You got to finesse it, man. There's nothing wrong with a little finesse.
Finesse game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So, the February 15th. Make sure you guys go check that out again. So, we talked about, is there anybody in Savannah who you haven't worked with yet that you want to work with?
Let me see. In Savannah, I reached out to a lot of people.
Or anywhere that I should just say. You shouldn't just say Savannah.
Yes, I've reached out to a lot of people in Savannah. Some haven't gotten back to me yet. But I know I definitely I wanted to work with Mac Styles, Pope Baby. We was on a list before, like way back.
Pope Baby, he doing some big things.
Yeah. We was on a list before, like way back, and I wanted to reach out to everybody on the list, but stuff just started coming up. So
gotcha.
Even I know I'm working. It's a lot of people I reached out to, like I want to get some working with Ethan Jeremiah. It's good. Anybody in Savannah, really. A kill on the beat.
Okay.
Dope Knife, and these are people like I haven't reached out to a kill yet. Actually, it's funny because I know his family through. I used to do like mentoring at like some of the schools and stuff.
Okay.
So I know like some of his like little brothers and little sisters and stuff.
Gotcha.
So they all look alike. Shit is crazy. But
Savannah's a small city.
Yeah, for real. But nah, I'm down to work with anybody, if you're serious.
Gotcha.
Like, there's a lot of people who say they rap, but like you don't have a song out. You ain't even set your streaming up yet. You know? So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Anybody in Savannah that's interested, I'm down to work with them. So.
There you go. You plan on doing any type of visuals for?
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah,
okay.
For February 15th. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and my bad to just backtrack. I remember you said any future stuff coming up, like projects. I'm trying to really get. I got kind of like a sequel almost to the February 15th called "Death of the Simp," and it's like I'm taking simp from like that derogatory term to where it's just like you have to stop being so invested when you don't need to be. So like this next project is kind of more like a ode to like getting over it, almost like getting back to who you were,
getting back to yourself. I guess. I got you.
And then even after that, I got another project called The Rain I'm dropping. I'm really going to be doing a lot of drops coming up. I got singles coming out. I got a single with Generation. That's the homie.
I like him. Yeah, I've seen him perform a couple times. Yeah. Got a lot of energy.
Yeah, bro. We got a track. It's going to be real hard. That's coming out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's going to be called Nothing. That's going to be hard. And yeah, man, just be on the lookout. I got a lot of stuff coming out.
Okay.
I did want to say that, so had to backtrack to be clear.
Nah, you're good. You're good. That's what's up. Let's see what else we got here. You already told us your favorite project. You don't look like you. I did have down here. I asked a couple of other artists that have been here. What's the most trouble you've ever gotten into?
Oh man, yeah. See, so dang, bro. Yeah, I got locked up before, bro. I got up there, fucking man. Fuck Monroe County. Bro.
I've gotten a ticket or two in Monroe County, so I know what you mean.
Fuck them niggas, bro. Nah, yeah, I got, yeah, man, just.
You don't got to give too much.
Nah, yeah, just a situation, man. But yeah, fuck Monroe County. That's all I know. But
I got you.
Nah, yeah, man. I do want to say, and I say that, I want to say that just to be like, in no way to like brag about it or anything. It's just like, everybody goes through something,
Facts.
And where you're at is not where you're always gonna be.
That's the truth.
Like you said, I always ask this question, but I don't even think you would be. It's like, bruh, like, nah. I've had some foolish times,
I mean, just your whole, your demeanor, your whole, like you wouldn't think that you would have.
And and that's the thing, man. Like I was raised right, I wasn't out here in the streets as a kid or anything like that, but I've had times where I feel like it's more just like life experience. I was just in situations where I had to hold my own, and I held my own. So and even situations in areas, like shit. A lot of people don't know that Morehouse is like, you seen Snow on the Bluff?
Yeah. That's
where Morehouse is.
Yes.
And so I know some of them niggas in the movie. Like I would see like, bruh, why is this Snow on the Bluff? Like,
I got you.
So it's, it's just, you never know what anybody's been through,
Gotcha.
Even
you're right.
Yeah, and not saying that to like preach to you or nothing.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, like you can't just tell what somebody's, just by looking at a person, you can't tell what somebody's been through. So. No,
for real, cause it's been some crazy times, bro. But I just, and not to knock anybody that's, in those situations, doing that, living that life. I just refuse to. It just got to a point where I was like, bro, I can't keep doing this. I got stuff to take care of. I gotta be here for this. I gotta, I got a daughter. So I'm just like, bro.
Right. It's not only about you anymore.
Center. So, yeah, man.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you coming out, bro. King Bogus, you got anything else you want to plug or anything else you want to say to the people?
Hey man, check me out. You can literally Google me, King Bogus, the Monarch, spelled just how it sounds.
Professional.
Yeah, man. Google me. You gotta hit all them points. You know what I'm saying? So
got to.
My social media pulls up off of that, everything. So just be on the lookout. I got a lot of stuff dropping. I do a lot of like freestyle videos and stuff on social media.
That's actually what got me introduced. I've seen you at Palooza a time or two. But what actually got me interested in you was when I saw you on I don't know whether it was a Palooza cypher session or whether it was a Fresh Start. Shout out Fresh Start Radio, or whether it was a Fresh Start Radio.
No, it was on it was Palooza cypher.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think Fresh Start was in conjunction with Fresh Start.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, back when I first started Palooza, it was like, it used to be packed, a couple months ago, and it was just like I couldn't get to everybody, to kind of shake hands, and meet with everybody, So.
No, facts. They just I don't know, man. I really rock with that whole movement they have. It's like it's important everybody in the city get heard.
Facts.
And regardless of what type of music they do, and I hate to over talk, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're good.
But it's important everybody in the city get heard, regardless of what type of music they do. Even if it's not like your scene or my scene or their scene, it's important that somebody has a scene.
That's true.
And I think big shout out to Keish, DJ Keish.
Yep.
Tap Money Yo.
Yep.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? All the shakers and movers. Prep Hill Figure. Yeah. Shout out to Prep, man. Funny guy. Yeah. And it's I just wanna say shout out to everybody that really supported me, my producers. Shout out to just every artist that's still out there trying to really do it, man. So shout out to y'all too, man.
I know it gets hard at times. We all get discouraged and stuff like that, but just gotta keep pushing, man. Just gotta.
That's facts.
Stay in their face, stay on their necks. So
exactly, man. Oh yeah, and I brought this for y'all too. That's for y'all.
All right, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for checking out my man King Bogus here. Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Check you guys out next time.
I'm surprised you called. I'm sure yesterday was a long day. I know my role, so don't take this the wrong way. I know you wanna link, then go back home to your man, like it's all straight. But when you come here, you in good hands, like I'll stay. But when you leave, I'm alone, and it's cold. No cute text to my phone, just hey lover, you home, and we roll up and get stoned. Archaeology, 'cause she came through to get phone. Now he callin', see, that mean it's time for you to get gone. Maybe I took this city boys thing too far. Lately everything's been foobar. I wish God made me with two hearts, 'cause this one's so jaded, they're shriveled up like a raisin. Word to Indiana, I'm in my room just pacing. Carousel, it's too hard to just face it, so I put my feelings in the basement.